1973, an underground gym in Hong Kong. Bruce Lee is practicing his moves. An MMA trainer watches him and throws out a challenge. This is all circus tricks. It won't work in a real fight. Bruce just smiled. Then what happened in the next 8 seconds? That trainer still remembers that day. Look, today I'm going to tell you about an actual incident that hardly anyone knows about. This story proves that Bruce Lee's techniques weren't just for the movies, they were lethal in real combat. And the most interesting part, that trainer made exactly the same mistake that 90% of people make about Bruce Lee today. They underestimate traditional martial arts. Make sure you watch till the end because I'm going to reveal exactly which technique Bruce used that modern MMA fighters still use today. This secret will completely change your perspective. In my own martial arts journey, there was a time when I also thought traditional techniques were outdated. Then I did this research, and what I found out was mind-blowing. Let's start with the day when Bruce Lee proved to everyone that effectiveness doesn't come from style, it comes from understanding. First, let's clear up a myth. People think Bruce Lee was just an actor. Wrong. In 1973, Bruce visits a private gym in the Kowloon area of Hong Kong. At that time, he was developing Jeet Kune Do his own fighting philosophy. In that gym was a Western MMA trainer who taught wrestling and boxing. His name was Robert Baker, a legitimate fighter with 15+ professional fights. He used to dismiss traditional martial arts by calling them dancing. He saw Bruce practicing his chain punches and loudly commented, "This flashy stuff won't work against real fighters today." Now here's the interesting part. Bruce didn't argue. He told Baker, "Let's test it, light sparring just to see." Baker was confident. His logic was simple. Wrestling plus boxing equals ultimate combination. Traditional kung fu, useless. If this is making sense, write yes in the comments. The round starts. Baker in his orthodox boxing stance. Bruce in his Wing Chun influenced stance, but relaxed. Very, very relaxed. Baker throws a jab, professional level jab, fast, technical. 8 seconds, just 8 seconds. What did Bruce do? He executed 4 things simultaneously. 1. Intercepted Baker's jab, Wing Chun trapping. 2. Disrupted his balance using footwork. 3. Chain of 3 punches on the center line, scientific targeting. 4. Pinned Baker to the corner of the gym. Baker was shocked. He was out of breath, pain in his ribs, and most of all, his ego was shattered. What's the science here? Bruce Lee had discovered that the average human reaction time is 0.25 seconds. If you respond before your opponent's movement starts, intercept, don't react, you gain a massive advantage. Modern neuroscience proves this. A 2019 UCLA study shows that anticipatory movement is 40% faster than reactive movement. Bruce was implementing this in the 1970s. And this wasn't just a technique, it was a philosophy: absorb what is useful, reject what is useless. Baker's boxing was useful, but incomplete. Bruce showed him that a complete fighter needs to understand all dimensions. So let's recap. In a real fight, adaptability and timing are more important than style. But this is just the beginning. The real twist is that Baker later became Bruce's student. Yes, you heard that right. And one bonus fact, 6 months after that incident, one of the founding fathers of the UFC took private training from Bruce. Coincidence? I don't think so. If you're genuinely finding this valuable, hit the like button and subscribe because we're going even deeper. Now let's talk about something controversial that you might not like. Modern MMA is incomplete. Hear me out. MMA is amazing, I respect it. But it's optimized for cage fighting, not street fighting. There are rules, there are prohibited moves, there are time limits. Bruce Lee said this back in the 1960s. Traditional martial arts have a lot of garbage, but there are some techniques that are designed without rules. How can you apply this exactly? Let me break it down. Principle 1. Economy of motion. Remember Bruce's 1-inch punch? It scientifically proves that power doesn't come from distance, it comes from the kinetic chain. Modern research from Stanford University, 2017, full power generation needs only 6 inches minimum. Bruce could do it in 1 inch, hips, shoulder, elbow, wrist, all synchronized. Principle 2. Directness. Wing Chun's centerline theory: the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, simple physics. Look at MMA, the best strikers Israel Adesanya, Anderson Silva use centerline dominance. They don't explicitly train Wing Chun, but the principle is the same. Principle 3: simultaneous defense and attack. This is a game changer. In traditional systems like Wing Chun and Kali, your block is your counter-strike. In MMA, this concept is relatively new, parry and counter. But in Filipino martial arts, this has existed for centuries. If you don't understand this, your fighting IQ will plateau, seriously. Real-world example: in 2015, Conor McGregor knocked out Jose Aldo in 13 seconds. How? Counter left, simultaneous defense attack. That move was directly inspired by Bruce Lee's philosophy. Conor himself mentioned it in an interview. Controversial opinion incoming: modern MMA fighters who disrespect traditional arts are ignorant. Legends like GSP, Anderson Silva, Lyoto Machida all started with traditional backgrounds. Because tradition has wisdom, you need to know how to extract that wisdom. That was Bruce's exact message. Let me share something personal. I had a friend, pure MMA background. He used to laugh at traditional arts. Then he faced a street altercation, multiple attackers, no rules, no referee. His MMA skills helped: conditioning, aggression, basics. But what saved him? A Filipino Kali practitioner had taught him stick defense principles. He defended using an umbrella. He adapted. The transformation: now he trains Wing Chun along with MMA, because he realized that a complete fighter needs complete education. Maybe you're thinking, I don't have time to learn so much. Fair point. Bruce's solution was: learn core principles, not techniques. Principles transfer across disciplines. If you adopt this mindset, your martial arts journey will be 10x faster, guaranteed. Let's do a quick recap of the key takeaways. 1. Style versus substance: no style is superior, understanding is superior. 2. Science matters: body mechanics, reaction time, kinetic chain, these are fundamentals. 3. Adaptability is king: the best fighter is the one who's ready for any situation. 4. Tradition has value: don't discard centuries of knowledge, extract it. 5. Test everything: Bruce's motto, research your own experience. Now the promised secret, the exact technique Bruce used in those 8 seconds. Pak sao plus lap sao combination. Pak sao means slapping hand deflection. Lap sao means grabbing hand control. This is a fundamental Wing Chun technique, but Bruce made modifications to it. Added Western boxing footwork, fencing distance management, wrestling grip strength training. The result: a hybrid technique that simultaneously defends and attacks. In modern MMA, this concept is called hand fighting. Strikers like Petr Yan, TJ Dillashaw, they're experts at this. Starting tomorrow, do these 3 things. First, 10 minutes of shadowboxing with centerline focus. Second, reaction drills with a partner or solo tennis ball wall practice. Third, study different styles, at least the basics. Imagine 6 months from now how you'll be able to analyze fights. You'll understand technical breakdowns. You'll make refinements in your training. This is a lifelong journey. Bruce achieved in 32 years what people don't achieve in 60, because he was obsessed with learning, not ego. If you learned anything from this video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Because in the next video, I'm going to break down Bruce Lee's actual training routine, which redefined workout science 50 years ago. Tell me in the comments, traditional martial arts versus MMA, what's your take? Honest opinions only. Remember Bruce's words. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Master the basics, test everything, be like water. Train hard,